Okay, thank you. Welcome back, everyone. So we are going to commence with part two of the regular council meeting for February 28th, the public portion. We are looking at business item 7.5, a request for decision appointment of a member at large for the rec board. So we have discussed this in camera, and we are prepared to accept the motion on that part. Deputy Mayor Schwab.
I'll move that council appoints Christy Lawrence as our member at large for the Blackfalds and District Recreation, Culture and Parks Board, effective immediately, with the position ending October 31st, 2025.
Thank you. Debate or discussion on the motion? All in favor? And that is carried unanimously. Thank you. We have no action correspondence. Moving into information items. Item 9.1, rural e-scooter service suspension. CEO Thompson.
Thank you, Worship. Just simply received an email earlier this month from Roll Scooters, and I'm just going to read it. Hope all is well. As a small player in the shared scooter industry, we've been had to make a tough decision to halt our operations in Blackfalds. Despite our best efforts, we haven't been able to secure the necessary funding to continue our operations, and unfortunately, we won't be able to provide our services to the community. So they just want to take a moment to express their heartfelt appreciation for the support and partnership that they received from the town of Blackfalds, and are truly grateful for the opportunity to serve the community.
Thank you. Questions, comments? Councillor Pell.
Thank you. So just one question through the chair to CEO Thompson. So if they are removing themselves from the agreement that we had where they would have exclusivity in Blackfalds, it would seem that this opens us up to have a contract with a different e-scooter supplier.
Yeah.
So my question then would be, is this something that administration will be pursuing? And in order to do so, do you need a motion?
Yes, Your Worship, through to Councillor Pell, our Economic Development Officer will pursue all other opportunities to provide have that service resume in the municipality.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you. 9.2, 2023 Red Deer Home Show.
Your Worship, I think that information is just there for council's review. If there's any questions, I can definitely respond. I think what our Economic Development Officer was looking for, if any council members wanted to volunteer their time to take part in the show at the booth and to meet and greet and provide information to the public. We have some names of EdTech members as well as staff members that are wanting to participate. You can see the time slots there, and we can work with individual council members whatever time they have, they can make available.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll be adding my name to. I'll send you something this week.
Yeah, council can send them to myself and Danielle preferred time, and then we can work with Economic Development Officer on that.
Thank you. 9.3 Volunteer Recognition Award 2023 plans provided for information. 9.4 Eagle Builder Center Deficiencies. Councillor Pell.
Thank you. Just a question regarding the FCSS awards and plans. Is administration looking for council to volunteer to assist at any of these events at this point?
We can ask the volunteer programmer if that's required.
Wonderful. Thanks. Perfect. Thank you.
Eagle Builders Center Deficiencies list provided for information. Any questions? Councillor Dennis.
When you're standing at the concession upstairs,
Yeah.
they have a window there and it looks like raw wood on the top. Has that been finished?
I'm trying to picture where exactly you're
Like
talking
it's inside the concession and
Okay.
it's like a pass-through window.
Oh, yes.
And it looks like it's not finished on the top. I just wondered if there's other things that aren't finished in there.
Okay, let me check into that one.
Sure, thanks.
9.5 Lacombe Foundation organizational meetings for December. 9.7 County of Lacombe highlights from February 9. No questions. Can I get a motion to accept information items? Councillor Dennis.
I'll move them as for information.
Thank you. All in favor? That is carried unanimously. Moving into roundtable discussions. I don't recall which way I went before, so I'm going to start with Councillor Coulter and move to the right.
I believe I have everything there. If anybody has any questions, they can ask me.
Thank you.
You know,
Councillor Dennis, deferring. Councillor Pell.
Thank you. Yes, the same. The only comment I will make is that I do look forward to council rescheduling a date with the Chimo Club for us to attend.
Thank you. Yeah, I was approached. I went to the Bulldogs game over the weekend, and one of I think it was their director, chair, recognized me and grabbed me and suggested that they had another date. They weren't able to answer me at that point whether or not they wanted that open to all of council, but I did indicate to them that there are a number of members of council that would love to meet the Chimo Club. So when they do, I will be certain to clarify. And I think it was unfortunate. I don't know why I was able to remain. I think it's because I was the last one, and they were exhausted in telling people that they wanted to cancel our invitation at that point. So I look forward to meeting them again. And I think I'll just cover mine as we're moving to right to left. And the only thing that I wanted to do is express my appreciation to the intermediate campus who invited me. Oh, well, I was considered but I was considered a prize for their math and their math-a-thon. And so they had a bunch of students that shared their lunch hour, and they call it muffins with the mayor. It was great fun to share that time. So thank you to intermediate campus for inviting me for that. Deputy Mayor Svab?
I forgot to add, and I know a lot of us forgot to add, the January 20th special meeting. So if you could add that to my report, that would be great. And if anybody has any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Thank you.
Thank you. Councillor Sands?
And I also forgot to put that in for January 20th. So I apologize for that. Yeah, and that's all.
Councillor Stendy?
Nothing to speak on.
Thank you. So can we get a motion to accept roundtable discussions as information? Councillor Sands?
So moved.
All in favor? That is unanimous. Moving on to 11.1, adoption of the minutes for February 14th. Any errors or omissions noted? Seeing none, Councillor Pell.
Thank you. Move to accept as presented.
Thank you. All in favor? That is unanimous. We do have a notice of motion, 12.1 Eagle Builder Center deficiencies, which were covered under information. Are we going to open that up for questions?
Your worship, administration feels that we've provided this information as we indicated last council meeting. However, we did include the notice of motion as it was provided. So if Councilor Dennis wants to withdraw it, whatever.
Councillor Dennis, do you have anything to add to your notice of motion?
Will we continue to get updates on things that aren't completed?
Yeah, we'll
then?
provide ongoing updates with the CEO report.
Thank you. So since that is on the agenda, maybe a simple motion to accept for information? Or is that necessary at this point? Or do we need to action this in any other way?
It should be actioned that I would say that it should be withdrawn.
Councillor Dennis? Since we've covered it under information items, are you prepared to withdraw that as a notice of motion?
If I withdraw it, I definitely want to see reports on it. For sure.
Your worship, as administration indicated, we will include in the CEO report on a monthly basis.
Okay, thank you. Are you happy with that? The alternative would be to make a motion to accept that or to have administration report that in their CA report. So you're acceptable to withdraw? Do you need a vote? Thank you. Withdrawn. Business for the good of council. I see none. Anything that council would potentially add for the good of council? Thank you. And that moves us into our last item, which is another confidential item under FOIP section 16. So we will be moving in camera. Can I get a motion to move into camera? Councillor Sands.
So moved.
All in favor? Thank you.